Once upon a time, in the bustling town of Radiator Springs, there lived a famous race car named Flash McQueen. He was always curious about how cars like him came to be such an important part of history. One sunny day, Flash decided to take a trip down memory lane, or rather, a speedy drive down history lane. He revved up his engines and zoomed off to learn more about the history of cars. Flash's first stop was around 1886 in Germany. He met a charming carriage that looked different from any he had ever seen. It was called the Motorwagen, invented by Carl Benz. This was one of the very first cars ever created. Unlike Flash's sleek and shiny look, this car had big wooden wheels and could only go as fast as a horse. Feeling curious to know more, Flash raced over to the early 1900s. Here he discovered the legendary Ford Model T. Flash watched as the Model T rolled off the assembly line. This was no ordinary car. It was mass-produced using something called an assembly line, thanks to a clever thinker named Henry Ford. This made cars more affordable so that many people could own one, not just the rich. As Flash zipped through more years, he stopped in the 1930s. Here, he discovered a fancy car called the Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic, known for its beautiful design and speed. Flash was amazed by how stylish cars were becoming. Next up, Flash screeched to a halt in the 1950s at the height of the rock and roll era. Here, he met the cool Chevrolet Bel Air, all sparkly with its iconic tail fins. Cars in this era were becoming a symbol of freedom and fun. Cruising into the 1980s, Flash saw the rise of vintage cars that many still love today, like the DeLorean, famous for its appearance in movies and its futuristic look. Finally, Flash made his way back to Radiator Springs, feeling happy and proud to be part of such an exciting history. He realized that every car had its own story to tell, just like him. And so, Flash McQueen continued to race around the world, never forgetting the amazing journey through time he had taken, and feeling more connected than ever to the cars that paved the way before him. And every time Flash looked at his reflection, he remembered that he too was part of history. The end.